When we began these sessions, and if you remember, when we were taking up what we need to do or take up the daily habit, and I was the one who started with daily walks. And now the time has come, as Sejilji has already set the agenda, that movement, we should be exercising also, stretching daily. And let me paint you a picture that you wake up feeling like you've been sleeping on a pile of bricks instead of your comfortable bed. Your neck is so stiff. You look like a robot trying to check traffic before crossing the road. Your shoulders are hunched up to your ears like you are permanently shrugging at life's questions, right? Or maybe you are that teenager who spends hours hunched over textbooks only to stand up and realize your back has permanently adopted the shape of a question mark. And you try to stretch, and your body makes more creaking sounds than your grandmother's old wooden chair. We've accepted stiffness as normal, tension as inevitable. I've seen people saying, tension to hoga life mein. But what if I told you that flexibility isn't just about touching your toes? And what if I told you that stretching is your body's way of talking to your mind and saying, hey, let's release all this stress we have been carrying around like heavy shopping bags? And here's what's happening in our daily lives. We are living like human pretzels twisted in all the wrong ways. We sit hunched over laptops, crane our necks down to scroll through phones, carry heavy bags on one shoulder, and sleep in positions that would make a contortionist wince. And I would thank Imran sir, at least he got our writing posture right. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Our bodies are incredibly honest storytellers. And that tight spot in your neck, it's probably holding the stress from last week's deadline. Those tense shoulders, they're carrying the weight of that family drama you can't solve. Your tight hips, they're gripping onto the anxiety about your future. We've become experts at ignoring our body signals, like turning off the smoke alarm instead of checking if something's actually burning. We pop a painkiller for that backache instead of asking, what is my body trying to tell me? And it's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. You might move forward, but everything feels harder than it should be. And all those here who are MPGs or who have completed the inner physician course, and they will agree that through graphology, we have come to that awakening, that awareness that why, yeah, how our body responds, right? And we now try to take those corrective actions. And that's the beauty of graphology. And let me share that magic that happens when you stretch. It's not just about becoming flexible enough to impress people at yoga class. When you stretch, you're essentially giving your blood a highway instead of narrow village roads. Better blood flow means more oxygen to your brain, more nutrients to your muscles, and a natural energy boost that makes coffee jealous. Your joints wake up like they're greeting the morning sun. Remember how you felt as a child when you could run, jump, and move without thinking twice. Stretching brings back that ease of movement. And here's where it gets really interesting. Your body is like a library that stores every emotion in its tissues. That argument with your best friend, your jaw might be clenching. Worried about exams results, your stomach muscles are probably tight. Feeling overwhelmed with responsibilities, your shoulders are carrying that load literally. And when you stretch, you're not just lengthening muscles, you're creating space for emotions to flow and release. So it's like opening windows in a stuffy room, and suddenly you can breathe again. So stretching is like hitting the reset button on your nervous system. It tells your brain, we are safe now, we can relax, your heart rate slows down, your breathing deepens, and that constant background hum of stress starts to fade. So it's like meditation in motion, prayer through posture. So imagine starting your day not with the jarring sound of an alarm, an immediate rush, but with a gentle conversation with your body. Morning stretching is like greeting each part of yourself with kindness. So while you were sleeping, your joints were resting too. So morning stretches are like gently knocking on there and saying, good morning, we have a beautiful day ahead. And how you start your morning sets the tone for your entire day. When you begin with stretching, you're telling yourself and the universe, I'm taking care of myself first, and I'm worth this time and attention. So I remember a working mother telling me, sir, when I started stretching for just 10 minutes every morning, my whole family noticed I was calmer. My daughter said, Mama, you don't shout about missing socks anymore. So this is the ripple effect of a stretched body leading to a peaceful mind. Your body has its own emotional geography. Your neck holds the weight of responsibilities. Your shoulders carry burdens. Your hips store creativity and emotional flexibility. Your legs ground you to stability. So, when you stretch those areas mindfully, you're not just increasing flexibility, you are having a conversation with your emotions. You're saying, I see you, I acknowledge you, and I'm creating space for you to move through me instead of getting stuck in me. So sometimes when you stretch deeply, you might feel unexpected emotions surface. So don't be surprised if stretching your hips brings up old memories or opening your chest makes you want to cry. This is your body's way of spring cleaning, making room for new energy and experiences. So here's your mission. For the next 7 days, dedicate just 5 minutes each morning to a simple full body stretch routine. So your sequence can be beginning from neck rolls, like releasing the weight of overthinking, shoulder shrugs and rolls, dropping the burdens you carry, then gentle back twists, wringing out tensions like a wet cloth, hip circles, unlocking creativity and emotional flow, and leg stretches, grounding yourself for the day ahead. And after each session, take a moment to check in with yourself. Ask what felt tight today, what emotions came up, how do I feel now compared to when I started? And keep a simple journal of these observations. You'll be amazed at the patterns you discover. So, your body has been your home since the day you were born. It has carried you through every joy, every challenge, every milestone. and it deserves your attention, your care, your gratitude. Yes, when we do stretching, you actually show gratitude to your body that has been there for you. So, in a world that demands we move faster, do more, be everything to everyone, choosing to stretch is an act of rebellion. It's saying, I refuse to live in a body that feels like a prison. I choose freedom of movement, freedom from tension, freedom to feel at home in my own skin. A stretched body truly is a stress free mind. So, when you give your body the gift of flexibility, it gives you back the gift of peace. So, tomorrow morning, before you check your phone, before you rush into day's demands, spend 5 minutes stretching. Not because you have to, but because you deserve to feel good in your own body. Your future self, calm, flexible, and free, is waiting for you on the other side of this simple practice. Stretch into your power, stretch into your peace, stretch into the beautiful, flexible life that's waiting for you. And remember, flexibility, once again, is not about perfection, it's about creating space in your body and in your life. And with that thought, thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. Thank you.